Similar formations, similar styles, and similar squads who are fragile after starts to the season that neither expected. And no Fleck today, of course, out of the starting 11, having been taken ill at Reading in the week. Here's Norwood again. Sheffield United looking to make a good start, and things like that will help. Here's Gibbs White shooting into the penalty area, cross, and it's through the legs of Rhian Brewster. He was waiting just to knock the ball in, and he fired his shot at air, couldn't make contact. Here's Norwood sliding in, danger still prevalent here for Sheffield United. Hourihan's cross, Bogle's back stick, downward headed away, it's a corner. In comes Hourihan's corner, deep to the back of the 18-yard box. The header from Egan, headed up and away, partially cleared. Basham with a looping attempt to kick the ball towards goal. Norwood going cross-field to Gibbs White, shooting position, turns his man, beats the second, twists again, knocks it through the legs of another. Mercurial skill here, then the shot right-footed, always rising in the end. Very busy, very intense, and Jai is the same, but perhaps not as advanced, as the ball is nudged behind by Basham. Corner taken short here to Noah Masengo, gets it back to O'Dowda. The ball swept back into the middle of the park there, and Zach Viner, the ball's pumped into the penalty area. It bounces once, skids off the surface into the Kop end. Well, we know Hourihan can take them, certainly from his time at Barnsley. Off the wall after the big build-up, he knew it was going to happen. Infield, the ball is worked now for Enda Stevens to David McGoldrick, who manoeuvres laterally away from Viner and keeps the ball, and a glorious ball in behind here. Bogle at the byline, crossing. In the end it's smuggled behind, and Brewster had the opportunity to hit the ball. I don't think he got there. So it's driven crossfield there by Gibbs White. Glorious ball onto the scampering McGoldrick. Brewster trots into the penalty area here. McGoldrick dancing over the ball. Lovely back flick. Stevens stands at the cross, back stick. Glorious header. Bogle just wide. Sheffield United with two excellent chances in the opening 16 minutes of the match. Pushed on now to Gibbs White, who's onside. First time cross slice clearance. The linesman on the far side is flagging to say that it had gone out of play. And in comes another corner, into the box it goes. Bentley punching through a crowd of players here, up to the edge of the penalty area, where Benarous will backtrack away from the edge of the penalty area. Then a wild shot, two hands above the head. In comes the corner, header, and it's pushed away by Fodringham, pouncing down to his right-hand side. Davis is beaten off the ball there by Vyman. Away comes Chris Martin on the near side. Proof that he's not the quickest. Davis was able to get back, then McGoldrick shoulder charges Benarous to the ground as the free kick comes in, high into the penalty area. Good glancing backward header away by Basham as the snow swirls around above us here at Bramall Lane. In comes the throw-in. If it was a long throw-in, it was more height than distance. Wide it goes to the far side. Another cross deep into the penalty area, and Stevens can do little with it but marshal it behind. In comes the corner from Scott, diving header behind by Gibbs White. Scott will take. Masengo ushered away as the short decoy. In it goes into the penalty area, pinballing around in the box. Martin tries to lever it wide. Well, he has done, but only as far as Ollie Norwood. Wide it goes to Basham. Basham helps it on here. Gibbs White in a crossing position. In it goes first time. McGoldrick's header. The intensity of the snow worsens a little. Back it goes from Gibbs White to the far side. Bogle smuggles the ball in field. He's done well here. He's lined the ball up to Hourihan, who shoots in the end. It's a shot that skids off the surface into Gibbs White. Beautiful pirouette over the ball, and off he goes. Playing great today, Gibbs White, into the penalty area. Bruce is after it. Lovely back flick. Can Gibbs White get there? No, he can't. Lays it back to Gibbs White. In goes the cross, left by everybody. Somebody needs to shoot here. Enda Stevens hit it clean true, high and always rising. McGoldrick is marauding onto Gibbs White. Stevens on the overlap. In goes the cross. It will come back here. Shooting chance. McGoldrick might get a second chance. Can Sheffield United score before half-time? The ball has gone back to halfway. Sheffield United, as we look, playing from right to left. It's pushed on now by McGoldrick, who almost threads it behind, but Scott gets in the way. Hourihan picks up the scraps. Intelligent ball into Enda Stevens. He picks out Brewster, shoots, turns, scores, and Rhian Brewster sets Bramall Lane alight on this cold Sunday lunchtime. He goes over to the John Street side of the ground, and a fist pump with the fans too as well. That's what he was brought in to do. Lovely touch, lovely control, venomous finish. 40 gone, Blades 1, Bristol City 0. Was there something else before half time? maybe. Bogle, inside right channel of the box, ball pulled back, Gibbs White teed up here, Hourihane blocked by Scott. Great football, particularly by Gibbs White in setting up the chance, but there were plenty of bodies in the way. Sheffield United in the red and white striped shirts, playing from left to right as we look in the second half of Basham. Restored to the starting 11 over recent weeks and now marauding forward here. Lovely return ball from Bogle. Basham's continued his run up to the edge of the box. Gibbs White takes on Atkinson, skirts in it goes, diving header. Brewster took a deflection at point blank range. Bristol City are able to scramble the ball clear. Vyman, corner of the box, turning Hourihane on his left boot. Ball teed up for the shot from Tyreek Bakinson. And from just outside the penalty area, forced the keeper Foderingham to make the save. Sharp up to the edge of the penalty area, ball through Gibbs White as the Cop end stands to its feet. No offside call came, and the ball rattles off the chest of Daniel Bentley. The biggest moment of drama in the second half. Now Sharp shielding the ball from the much bigger Atkinson, up to Gibbs White. Gibbs White was shaping to shoot, but cutting across him Callas. Still the blades come, it's fired into the midriff of Gibbs White. Somehow they've won it back. Then Norwood will shoot through a crowd of players on the edge of the box. It won't get too far, and now Norwood into the box it goes, and Bentley had to turn it behind. He didn't know that it wasn't going in. A veering shot there from Ollie Norwood. In it comes, into the air it goes. Semenyo with the header clear. It won't drop for Hourihane on the edge of the box. Gibbs White pushed it back to Bogle. Bogle feeds it wide to Gibbs White. Gibbs White bends one in. Searing ball in there. Good downward header from Egan, and it goes straight through the 6-yard box and wide of goal. The glorious ball in, Sharp! Oh, outstanding football. Brilliant cross from Jayden Bogle. The overhead kicked attempt from Billy Sharp, and it's just palmed over the top of the net by Daniel Bentley. In it comes from Norwood into the penalty area. Egan arriving late. The heads go up. It won't go out of play. Gibbs White's after it. Tries to keep the move alive. Wide to O'Dowda. In it goes, and in the end it's deflected. Conor Hourihane here, just trying to thread it into the penalty area, looking for Billy Sharp. Out it comes to Norwood. Could do little else than shut his eyes and try and belt it. Conor Hourihane, he's got Enda Stevens wide to the left-hand side here, crossing position. Decent, inviting ball, but nobody had committed. Bogle scampers after the loose ball. It won't go out of play. Bogle keeps it in play, drops his shoulder, switches the ball in, bends the cross, hit laterally. Atkinson sliced it up. Chance to seal the game. In it goes. Oh, and the header is a bullet one from Egan, and it's wide. Infield it goes to McGoldrick. Wide it comes to Bogle. First time cross cannons off the legs of Scott. Behind it goes for a corner. Hourihane along the deck. Ball skidding on the now snowy surface. It's sticking. Hourihane's ball in. Plenty of bend on it deep in the 6-yard box to Bogle, who picks out Norwood. Back to McGoldrick, who's in the inside right channel of the box. Glorious! And Billy Sharp scores! Great cross, laid on a plate for Billy Sharp, who couldn't miss from there. Outstanding football. McGoldrick at the heart of it. Billy Sharp deadly. Cop end rises to its feet, and Paul Heckingbottom gets his first victory as Sheffield United manager. Surely they're leading Bristol City 2-0. And the Blades have it here. McGoldrick into Gibbs White, who shoots! Oh, and he deserved a goal, and as he pulled the trigger, the shot skidded across the face of goal and wide for a goal kick. A bouncing ball is awkward for Chris Basham here. Naki Wells takes it on, but Basham gets back. Bristol City take the corner. Into the box it goes. It will drop into the legs of Enda Stevens, who's taken off him by Semenyo, but he's crowded out on the edge of the box, so he goes wide to the left-hand side. Another cross into the box, this time from Scott, is blocked by Basham. In it comes into the penalty area from the corner. Chris Martin tried a fed-up flick on from the corner of the box. McGoldrick takes control of the ball, works the ball out towards the far side. Glorious return from Hourihane. Up goes the cross from McGoldrick. It's off the knee of Billy Sharp. Is there a shooting chance here for Gibbs White? No, there isn't. Did he turn? Was he yanked to the ground by the Bristol City defender? As Sheffield United look to see this 2-0 scoreline through. Clean sheet would be nice too as well, as Basham heads away from the face of goal. That'll be 3 clean sheets in a week if Bristol City don't score. Sharp and Brewster, the scorers. Good performance from Sheffield United. Noah Masengo having a coming together. In it goes into the penalty area. The ball pinballs back towards Semenyo, who shoots but blocked by the outrushing player. Here it comes towards Noah Masengo. Busy midfielder. In it goes into the box. Naki Wells on the volley, but he can only deflect that attempt well wide to the left of Fodringham's goal. As the referee calls full time. So the Paul Heckingbottom era starts with a win.